Probably around 2008, you could start to see the inflection point where all these women were looking so good coming into the gym, and men like kind of had to step up the plate. You know, it was kind of like,
wow,
no, I can't wear like this baggy, holy, like gray stuff that I haven't washed in 3 weeks. Like, no, you know, like I gotta, you know, this. And I think people stopped going to bars at that time. They stopped drinking. They stopped, you know, I mean, it is a general trend.
What year did you say this? Because coming from you, that means you actually studied this. Oh, wait.
Yeah, 2008.
Anything had to do with the drop of the market or not at all? It had nothing to do with the 38%?
So.
Okay.
No.
Got it.
No, actually, the one thing about that is I think that instead of people doing gambling and drinking and smoking, they actually moved to athletics even more as a coping mechanism.
So the market crash, in essence, what you're thinking, I don't know what data you have, I'd be curious to know more, the market crash made us healthier.
Yeah, I mean, we went to a different form of coping with it. So around that time, then I could easily see that the men's market was never going to be as big as the women's market because women just have more clothing. They've got more pieces to cover up.
Yeah.
The bottom line.
That is a good point.
And they're colder. And so they think much differently than
well, some men would want less pieces to be covered up, right? But that's a completely different market.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Paul right here sitting behind the camera. But please, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So then there was an inflection time, though, that was time to like set the base for men's. And at the time, we were just coming out of being constrained by a retail store. I mean, e-commerce was just eking out in 2005, 6, 7. Do you know what I mean? And it was mostly a commodity product. It was like nuts and bolts or Kleenex or something like that. Not something that was tactile, you could hold, you know, that you needed to fit and all that type of stuff. So we were just kind of moving into that era. But it was easy to see that, you know, because we couldn't make like 50% of our store, 40% of our store men's, but e-commerce was going to allow that platform to happen. All we had to do was show it in our stores and allow the freedom and the breathability for men to go online and start buying it. And we could have been 10 years ahead of Nike or Under Armour, or Adidas, anybody else, because nobody else was doing the vertical model, missing the middleman. We had the opportunity to make a much, much better quality product at a much better price, which we did mostly until we, you know, got, you know, quarterly reports, you know, from the Wall Street. And
going back to these logical board of directors.
I know, it's like, it's painful, painful.